I'm Chris with I Like Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to get a cabled effect in your crochet pieces. When you're knitting, you can easily do cables and they're quite pretty. In crochet, they're a little bit different and a lot of people think that you can't get that cabled effect in your work, but I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really easy. All you need to know how to do is front post work, so a front post double crochet and a front post treble crochet. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I have a little sample here that I am working on. This one I've done one cable cross already, and you can see here, you know, when you're working cables, you need to have that cross effect so you can see where they've kind of twisted back and forth across each other. So here is my twist, and this is what I'm going to show you how to do because it's the hardest part of a crochet cable. So in this sample we're using half double crochets and front post double crochets. So I'm going to show that here for you. I'm going to do the setup rows for the cable and then I'll show you how to do the twist, okay? So here in my pattern I'm at a place where we're going to do a couple half double crochets, and remember that's a yarn over, pull through, and then pull through all three. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 of those. All right, and now we have to do your front post double crochet. Refer to your pattern, it'll tell you how many of each to do, but in this case, this little sample, I'm just going to do 2. And a front post double crochet, you are going to go into the stitch. You're going to use the space between your 2 stitches instead of in the hole where you normally go. So we're actually going to go down here and we're going to go across the back of the stitch and come back up. So let me show you that here. So we're going to yarn over because we're doing a double crochet. We're going to go down here. Can you see that? I'm going right between the 2 stitches to the right. And then I'm going to go across the back and I'm going to come up in the space to the left. I'm going to yarn over and pull across that stitch, and then I'll finish my double crochet like normal. All right, we're going to do that one more time. Space to the right, sorry. Across the back of the stitch and up to the left. Pull up your yarn and finish your double crochet. So see that? And what that does is that raises your stitch. It actually makes like it makes a cable. It makes a column of stitches there. So you see that? You can actually see the texture there. So I'm going to do that across this particular pattern. I'm going to do front post double crochets, 2 of them, do a couple half double crochets, and I'm going to do 5. And where I do 5 double post crochets is where we will do the switch when I come back around. So I'm going to do that across. Then I'm going to do a half double crochet on the wrong side row, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to do this twist. So I have gone most of the way across my wrong side row, which in this case is just to work a row of simple half double crochets, and I just want to finish the row with you here. So remember, a half double crochet is to yarn over, insert into the stitch and pull up a yarn and yarn over and go through all 3. Okay, so yarn over, pull up, yarn over and through all 3, and that's your half double. And when you get to the end, if you want to make sure you have nice straight edges, don't forget you got to do your last stitch in that last churning chain. So I always work mine there, and this pattern calls for a chain 2 and to flip it over. And we're going to work our little decorative cable here. This one we're not doing any twists in. This is just a little row of raised stitches, and then I'm going to show you how to cross over on this. This is a what you would call a 5-stitch cable. Your pattern will tell you how many wide to do yours. They're usually 3, 5, 7. They're usually an odd number. So, so I'm going to work a couple half double crochets per this little pattern that I'm working on here. And there we go. And now we're ready for one more half double. Sorry, I have to do 3. Now we're ready for a a front post double crochet, sorry. So in to the right, across the back of the stitch, up to the left, pull up your yarn, and then finish your double crochet. There you go. So we'll do it one more time. to the right, across the back to the left and up, yarn over and pull up, and finish your double crochet. And then here I want to make a note, when you're working your next stitch, it'll tell you to work, your half doubles between. Don't be tempted to put your first stitch here, which is that first little hole you see, but that hole counts for that double post that you just did, or that front post that you just did. So if you put a stitch here, you're actually going to increase your piece and it'll start to wave on you. So make sure you skip that first hole. It is pretty prominent and you do see it. So a lot of my beginning crocheters do tend to use that there. All right, so now we're ready to do our cross. So to do our cross over, what we're going to do is we're going to skip 3 double posts. So we're actually going to work down into the double post, not in our half double crochet, but down here into those raised stitches that we did in the row previous. So we're going to skip 3 of them. 1, so there's, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. So we're going to skip those, okay? We'll come back to them, don't worry. All right, we're going to do a front post treble crochet. So that means we need to yarn over twice. So see that? I yarned over twice. So skip those 3, 1, 2, 3. And into the 4th one, we're going to do a front post double crochet. So I skipped that half double crochet row and I'm going right down to this there. And now I'm going to work a treble. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. I'm going to go into the 5th of our front post double crochet from the row previous. So we're going to do another front post treble crochet. So yarn over twice, go into the right, across to the left and up. And then remember, a treble is yarn over and pull through 2, through 2, and through 2. Now if I stop here, I can show you, you've skipped over this first 3, and now you've got this cross going this way. Now we need to make our cross going back across this way. It gives us that almost knitted cable effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to work a half double crochet into the 3rd stitch that we skipped. So 1, 2, 3. But we're going to do it in the back behind that cross. Okay, so you'll look here and you'll see 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do that half double crochet back here. So hopefully you can see that. And that kind of just tacks down that cross. So it's not going to be loose and wobbly. All right. Now we're going to do a treble crochet, front post treble crochet. But we're going to do it into that first one that we skipped. So see, so we're going backwards now. So we're going back over here. So I'm going to use this front post double crochet and we're going to front post treble crochet around it. So here we go. And I'm going to come back over here, down on the right, across, up through the left, yarn over and pull up, and then we're going to go through 1, 2, and it helps a little bit if you keep your stitch a little bit loose here, and 3. Okay, we're going to repeat that onto the 2nd stitch that we skipped. Okay, so there's that 2nd one right there, down from to the right, across the back and up to the left, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I've done my cross from the other direction, and now we're going to finish across our row, and we will just work our 2 half double crochets. And don't forget, you have to skip that first hole. It looks like you should use it, but don't. So 1, 2 half double crochets, and then work our 2 front post double crochets to continue that pattern. All right, and I'm just going to get you to the end of the row here and show you that we made what looks like a knitted cable with crochet. And of course, refer to your pattern. It'll tell you how many of each of these stitches to do. But all right, So there you go. So you see I did one cross here, and now I have one here as well. And then you'll just continue, do your half double crochet on the wrong side row, follow your pattern. And how many rows of just this front post double crochet you do between these twists will determine how wide your, or how long your twisted cable is. So there you go. That is the crocheted twisted cable.